This is my review on the Ghostbusters. Not the 2016, the original one, called Ghostbusters, the Bill Murray film. This charming film has everything you would expect need kids for teaching kids young moral lessons, like smoking is okay, drinking is okay, getting drunk is okay, touching women's breasts is okay. If you're a demon from hell, moral lessons from kids. If you can tell I'm being sarcastic, that's because I am. And congratulations, you have more brains than Miss James. This is some black lady from Lighthouse School who pretended to care about me, but yet will steal all of a good chunk of my movies. At least 5 of them she stole. Or 6. I lost track. Once a year. Sometimes more than once a year. Actually, it was more than the 5. She did more than once a year. She did several times a year, I think, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, I'm talking about my problems again, but, that's not what I'm here to talk about. So, she asked me, one time she asked me, what movie do I want to bring in Lighthouse School for? And so, she says, when I said Ghostbusters, oh, Ghostbusters, I saw that one as a kid, that's completely harmless. Oh, good one, that's funny. I'm thinking, so, why did I didn't say anything, I said, okay, I just said, okay. So I brought the movie into the Lighthouse School, and I played it for all the children. To hopefully maybe corrupt their minds. Their pure, innocent minds. And give them a dirty mind. That was my plan. It probably worked a little more than I expected. So, and Lighthouse is probably kicking themselves in the feet if they're watching, or especially Miss James if she watched this video. See, she didn't want me to bring Spider-Man 3 and to play Spider-Man 3 because it's a PG-13 movie, but Ghostbusters is a G movie. It's basically about a main protagonist that being a bit of a womanizer, and his friends constantly smoking and drinking. Each. It's a stupid film. I gotta admit. It's more appropriate than the Three Stooges, basically. Sure, the Three Stooges had mindless violence. Well, the Ghostbusters have mindless violence, except it's mostly used to be taken seriously. And, they even run like the Three Stooges when they first hear ghosts. Was their cartoonish sound effects. Very convincing. Completely playing as in the real world. See, she didn't want me to bring Spider-Man 3 in because it's PG-13, but Ghostbusters, it has people getting drunk off their asses, Bill Murray and Dan Aykroyd, and them constantly smoking, smoking cigarettes, which is way worse than a grown man risking putting his life on, a grown person from putting his life on the line when he's about to graduate, which is way worse than, way worse in her eyes and bad for kids is Spider-Man 3 when it has a human being, a person, a man, becoming an adult, which is a becoming of age story, while he's also while putting his life on constantly. Truly, that's the worst role model, not the Ghostbusters. When that's the main focus, and the Ghostbusters' main focus is how much women can we objectify? Whenever Bill Murray's on screen. You don't, if you don't believe in we're also busting ghosts, because busting makes me feel good. See, this is why I say every child film could be an adult film, or every adult film could be a child film. And this is why, another reason why I mean by the rating system is ineffective, always has been ineffective, and why it should be eliminated, forgotten about, history. Because the people because people don't even follow the rules of it. I'm confused, how is this educational for children? And this film is rated, what is this film? PG. Both of them. There's no moral lessons behind all the stupidness and jackass humor. Like, get them to the, like, or a very important story, like, get them to the Greek, or, it's a beautiful, or, like, get them to the Greek, or, you know, Deadpool, or Deadpool 2, or Bad Boys for Life, or Kick-Ass movies, 1 and 2, there's only 2 out now, right now, as this time for recording. It's just Jackass stuff, like the Jackasses movies. It has that much intelligence and thought put into the story. Not Bad Grandpa movie, not the movie called Bad Grandpa, no, the regular Jackass movies. You know, Jackass 1, 2, 3. So, I'm kind of trashing on this film, I'm not really talking about the story. So the story is, Bill Murray's a psychiatrist, but kind of a hypocrite of a psychiatrist, and trying to study in paranoid, he's trying to study who is telekinesis and running tests on people, and he always pricks the hot chick, because the hot chick, even though is clearly fake and doesn't have any telekinesis like the wimpy loser, she pictures the hot chick because she's hot, and then tries to go on a date with her. Then they end up going bankrupt and getting wasted. He gets up wasted with Stan Aykroyd, and comes up with this idea for the Ghostbusters product, the Ghostbusters business, saying that they'll do something incredible, something that no one has ever done it, and they have no idea what that is. So one idea, he went to Leon, this guy called Leon, who's making this, make this ghost tracking device. So they go to him. So it's one day picks up readings after a ghost encounter with a human in the opening scene. So they follow the readings to the ghost, and they run away like chickens once they find it. Then they bring Ernie Hudson, the black stereotype, along for the ride. How do I know he's the black stereotype? Well, what's his personality? He's black. And that's it. He barely has any dialogue, doesn't have a character arc, except working his way into he struggles fitting in with the group, but that's about it. He barely has any screen time, and that's all there is to his character. Sure, he has this like kick-ass line that says, "I have seen shit that will turn you white." He's wearing a kids film. That's funny. Once this has happened after the Ghostbusters get arrested, then get let free, and the press takes all the fame, while the Ghostbusters takes all the blame. And corporation gets shut down by the sequel. We find this in all this out in the sequel, Ghostbusters 2. So, when does the demon? You're probably wondering, when does the demon squeeze the woman's right breast? I mean, left breast. Well, I'll tell you when. It's when Bill Murray has a girlfriend in the film, and before he goes on a date with her, while he's like on his way to a date, she gets possessed by a demon, and they restrain her down in her chair while squeezing her tits. I mean, milking her, squeezing her flesh tits, her right hot, sexy tits, and we get to see a bit of her nipples, and we get to see some. I mean, we get to see some skin. The demons are covering the nipple. That's probably how the scene still got PG-13 rating. And when we have stuff like this and kiss them, it probably should be rated R for best. Or PG-13. I don't know. But just get rid of the whole rating system while you're at it. That would be best, I think. So, anyway, he thinks of banging the girl. He thinks of doing with the girl, even though he knows that she's possessed. And clearly acting weird, but Bill Murray can't put two and two together that she's being possessed by a ghost. Until, once she starts flying in the air. Sure, the creepy Gozer voice doesn't give it away, and the makeup job of creepiness making her look fake, just creepy and disgusting looking doesn't give it away. No, her floating in the air gives it away. So, anyway, one in the she's called the okay, and this guy that looks like Woody Allen, who is not clearly not Woody Allen, but this looks, I get him mixed and Woody Allen mixed up. He was from, I think, Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. No, that's a different guy. Okay, there's three people that look like Woody Allen. But I don't know what the guy's called. But he gets possessed while she gets possessed at the same time. Actually, it's a little ad before she gets possessed. And one of them calls himself the Gatekeeper, and one of them calls himself the Keymaster. And I see the boy one is the Keymaster, and the one that has a vagina is the Gatekeeper. I just realized it's a bit of an in-joke for the adults. The Keymaster must have a penis, and the Gatekeeper must have a vagina. Oh, family-friendly Ghostbusters, you never let us down was corrupting the minds of young children. For many, many generations to come, years later, into this day. Oh, I love the old children's films. They do this like a job in corrupting your soul and making you feel filled with sin and making you feel powerful. like a mad scientist. Okay, the Ghostbusters figure this thing out once the this weird thing started happening on the top of this building, and we had ratings, and the Ghostbusters get set free while they're in prison, and Bill Murray does reverse psychology on the mayor, and it ends up backfiring in Bill Murray's face in the sequel. So, The Ghostbusters walk up the stairs really slow because they're getting very windy because there's so many stairs. Up the building to the rooftop. And we're and on the rooftop, the gatekeeper, who is Bill Murray's girlfriend, and the keymaster finally become one. That sounds dirty, I know that sounds dirty, but I'm not making this up. And turn into dogs. Statue dogs. Where the now summon Gozer from hell. And that's how they summon Gozer from hell. And I was making that joke that thing that came out dirty of the whole thing becoming fusing, them becoming one. The gatekeeper and keymaster, that wasn't come out. That I wasn't meant to be dirty. It wasn't a joke at all. I just knew that was going to come out there because this film is full of dirty stuff. More than Bob Wire. Pamela Anderson's Bob Wire, not the comics. I'm not talking about. The Ghostbusters. Dan Aykroyd, they have to find the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man, who was summoned by Dan Aykroyd's psychiatrist by thinking about it. And the Ghostbusters will try not to think about anything. And they found Dan Aykroyd thought of something. It was just very brief, but he didn't thought it would affect anything. And this is how they get outsmarted by Gozer, the big boss. So they have to after defeating Gozer, that's the defeat Gozer, kill Gozer, sound her, which is possessing a woman's body, but wait, whoa, Gozer's a healer, right? Okay, but he's possessing a woman's body, which is Dan Aykroyd's girlfriend, but he's not possessing the dweebish guy that was the keymaster also at the same time. How does that work? I mean, they really became, both of them fused together and became statues, and the two dogs came out, and one dog came out, and one came. Maybe I'm remembering this part wrong, or maybe I'm getting mixed up. But this is giving me a headache. Well, no, the two dogs, they are statues. One of them came out from the portal of hell, and one of them got turned into a dog by Bill Murray's girlfriend. But wait, what happened to the dweebus one? Did he just turn into ghosts? But I don't think that happened. But I think they touch each. The keynotes and the gatekeeper, I think, if I remember correctly, they touch each other. One turned to some sort of statue dog, demon thing from hell. Don't question it. This is going to give you a headache. Stop. I'm sorry. I made you question the logic of this film for all of it. This is giving you a headache like it's giving me a headache. So, they defeat the Marshmallow Man by crossing the streams that could end the entire world. And New York, that could be, well, not in the entire world, but basically could be they said if they cross the streams, it could be a nuclear bomb, basically. For them. Only they would die, though. And No, wait, no. If he costs the stream, no, I'm remembering. Now I remember correctly. If he costs the streams, Leon said, if the cross the streams, do it all at once, crossing the streams, bad things will happen to them, like the will die 99%. He didn't say it was 100%. He said it was. He said maybe it was going 100%, but it's only 99%. And they do it because there's only 1% that they will survive. And I like this plan. I am excited to be a part of this plan. So they do it, and they survive with pure luck. Nothing but pure luck, and they live happily ever after. Bill Murray and his girlfriend live happily ever after, go running off along with the Ghostbusters, while the Dweebish guy that was the Keymaster, ex-Keymaster, now no longer possessed, gets quarantined. But while the Ghostbusters and his ex-ghost Bill Murray's girlfriend does not get quarantined. This rides off in the Ghostbuster machine, and he's and the one that was getting quarantined will ask why can't he come with them, and they don't tell me this. I guess because I don't know why. Don't ask me. This is confusing me. Overall, screw it. This is giving me too much of a headache to give it a 9 or a 10 out of 10, so I'm giving it an 8 out of 10. Not bad, but not great. But still a dumb, fun popcorn film. Even though it gives you a bit of a headache. I have a headache so bad I might throw up, actually, from the headache. Let's think of a movie that doesn't give you a headache. Batman Beyond, Return of the Joker, Beetlejuice, Rock Pages, blah blah blah. So yeah, those I just noticed doesn't give me a headache, including the ones that were blah blah blah. Those one blah 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 ones weren't actual titles. They were just random ones I was thinking of that doesn't give me a headache. You know, I changed my mind. This doesn't get an 8 out of 10. This gets a 7 out of 10. Because Age of Ultron is a better film, and a lot better film. 2 times better films. No, screw it. This gets a 6 out of 10. I'm sorry, but this. I know that this is supposed to be a classic, but and everyone's it says it's perfect. But I'm sorry, but it's not that. It's not that great a film. It's good. It's fine, I guess. But it's not to watch it over again, playing replay valve because it's so. It has this really cynical side of it, that's why. But it doesn't have the hot, like the 2002 Scooby-Doo film. There's no moments that make you cry or tear up or feel like the Ghostbusters really care about each other by the third act. It has a bunch of these cynical sides of it, but it doesn't have any heart. So, or heart as in really emotional weight to at the... not really a single emotional scene, isn't it? It's like it was more focused on the comedy and then telling a good continuous story. And the story is kind of all over the place, I think, and that's a problem for me. But it's better than a 5 out of 10, which is The Dark Knight from 2008. So I'll give it that, but that's not saying that much. It's a 6 out of 10 to me. To me, I say, because maybe it's a. Yeah, 6 out of 10. Not an 8 out of 10, not a 9 out of 10, not a 10 out of 10, not a 6 out of 10. A 6. Wait, is that a 6 backwards? 6. No, wait, the other way is, this is 6. My symbol of a 6. I know that's usually meant to be 0. I know this like symbol's usually meant to use as 0, but this is 6 to me. Don't have paper, or I have marker, but I don't have paper to write down a 6 to make it any clearer that this is a 6 out of 10. So just pretend that this means 6 out of 10, the symbol. Okay? Bustin' makes me feel good. I love that song. I think the only reason why why so many people love this film is that, but I like it. I like the film. I don't say I love it enough. It's not enough to say I love it. But I think why most people love this film so much is the same people why people fall in love with Titanic is because of the theme song. That's first thing I think this is. Look, when I said I gave the Titanic a 10 out of 10, I was kind of being sarcastic. I think it's a 5 out of 10. I should have been more serious, but I couldn't resist. I meant to say my erection got a 10 out of 10 for me, but the film's a 5 out of 10 for Titanic. Because of I gave that moment that when Rose took off her clothes a 10 out of 10. So I accidentally gave the whole movie a 10 out of 10 when I just meant to say that one scene when Rose takes off her clothes in Titanic, 1997's Titanic from directed by James Cameron, made by James Cameron's. That scene alone, where Rose takes off her scene and Jack painted her, gets a 10 out of 10. But the whole movie as a whole, that gets a 5 out of 10 to me. Because I feel like it drags on. And this drags on a little bit, but not as much as Titanic or The Dark Knight. So it gets a 6 out of 10 for me. Because it's well better paced and it gives you pretty much what you expected when you hear the word ghost. When you hear something like Ghostbusters. Like it treats it like it's a stupid thing. And kind of self-aware of itself. It was an idea, you know?